My name is Tracy Hinton. I'm the Assistant Director of Career Services at Purdue University, Fort Wayne. Today I will be talking about cover letters. If you have any questions regarding this PowerPoint presentation, please contact our office at 260-481-0689 and someone will be glad to assist you. What is the purpose of a cover letter? I'm certain that many of you have heard that cover letters are obsolete. The purpose for the cover letter is for you to have an opportunity to introduce yourself to the organization, to demonstrate your interest in the company or the position, and to be able to draw attention to your resume, which should motivate the reader to want to interview you. Please remember, the purpose of the resume and the cover letter is not to get the job, but to get you the interview so that you have an opportunity to get in front of an employer and set the best in-person presentation for yourself. So what are some areas of the cover letter? You're going to have your contact information. You're going to have the introduction, or the grab as we call it. Your middle paragraph is going to really talk about your skills and qualifications. And then the closing paragraph, which is going to be your conclusion. This is going to be your opportunity to ask for what you want, and that's an interview. You can utilize the cover letter by sending it through the postal mail, but you can also send a cover letter via the internet using your email. And they both follow the same types of concepts because we're writing a business letter. Let's talk about the contact information. You have your address, the date of the writing, and then you have all of the information regarding the employer who you are sending this cover letter and resume to. You'll notice in your name in the top, you'll notice that your name is not shown. The reason that you don't put your name at the top is because you already put your name at the bottom twice. The date, and then when it comes to the contact information for the employer, you're going to put whatever information it is that you have. Sometimes if you're sending it via email, you may only know the person's name and their email address, and that's fine to put that into the actual standard type of letter. After you've gone through and you've put in your information, the company information, you're going to go to the salutation. This is your greeting. Because it's a business letter, we want to make sure that we are being much more formal than how we would write a letter to our friends. So we're going to begin, Dear Mr. or Dear Miss MS, the person's last name, and then we're going to have the colons. And then we're going to go into our very first paragraph. Our first paragraph is the paragraph that is used to let the employer know why we are writing. So, dear Mr. Jones, I'm interested in applying for the communications internship that you had advertised on your website. Attached is my resume for your review. This way, the employer doesn't have to guess what position you're interested in. They know because you've stated that so clearly in your first paragraph. And then you let them know that if there were documents that you were attaching, what documents those could be. So if the application said for you to send your resume and your transcripts, you would let them know, attached is my resume and my transcripts for your review. So whatever information it is that they need to know, that they've requested, you let them know that you are sending it. And that's your very first paragraph. So it's very short and to the point. The next paragraph is going to be the paragraph, I think it's the meat of the actual cover letter, because this is the place where you get to tell them why you're qualified. This is where you get to pick out skills from the advertisement to tell them why you believe you're the best candidate. And then you have an opportunity to show them through example how you meet that qualification. This might sound like it is you just reiterating what's on your resume, but it's really an opportunity for you to take the skills that you talk about on your resume and really enhance them. So earlier I utilized a communications internship. Well, maybe the piece that you'd like to focus on for this particular internship might be 3 classes that you've taken in the communications department and how they have added to your knowledge and understanding for the field of communications. And so this might be a good space for you to highlight those particular areas. Or it could be a past job that you've had that is lending you the expertise for this particular position. And that's what you would want to put in there. This is usually 1 paragraph. Sometimes it might be 2, but it is the bulk of the area where you're going to really talk about your skills and abilities. And then you're going to get to your closing. Your closing is going to be asking them for the interview, listing your phone number and your email address so that they can follow up, and thanking them for their consideration. So it could sound something like this. As you can see, my skills and abilities are well matched for this internship. I welcome an opportunity to meet with you in an in-person interview to further discuss. I can be reached at, list your phone number or your email, and then thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely, hit the enter key twice to leave a space as though you were going to sign your name, and then type your name, and then put in a cursive signature. I know that that sounds like it's very simple and very easy, and after a while, once you get an understanding of your skills and abilities and how they relate to the positions that you might be applying for, it will get easier. So let's talk some cover letter tips. So remember earlier I said that the cover letter is used when you're either emailing it or you're putting it in the mail. This is not a document that you take at a career fair because you are going to be the cover letter for the career fair. It is a standard business letter, even in an email. Each cover letter is going to be tailored for each position. Do not use templates. Sometimes templates do not give you an opportunity to tell the full story, and so you want to make sure that you utilize your words to tell the story about who you are and what you're going to bring to the table as a worker. Block format, always left aligned. That includes the date. Make sure you read the job description so that you understand what it is that the employer is looking for and that you're able to stick to those particular areas. Stay positive in your writing. If there is a skill or an ability that you don't have, there's no need for you to focus on that. Focus on all of the good things that you're going to bring to the table. Don't add fluff. This is the space where sometimes when we're writing and we want an employer to know that we are really interested, we begin to tell them their own accolades. And this is what we don't want to have happen. You want to be able to stick to the information at hand. Please make sure you spell check and grammar check. And don't forget to talk about how you're an asset to the position. And this again goes back to where I talked earlier about staying positive. So you want to stay positive and you want to speak positively about you. And then you're going to select 3 skills with examples to support your claim. So again, that's going to go back to making sure you read the job description and making sure that each time that cover letter is tailored for each position. Most importantly, make sure that you proofread. If you don't have anyone who can proofread your cover letter, please feel free to send your cover letters to our office at careerservices@pfw.edu, and someone will get back to you and provide you with some helpful information. If you need to send a job description with the cover letter, that is fine too. You'll see here that we have a sample of a resume, of a cover letter. This will give you another outline or look at how the cover letter should actually be presented. I hope that information was helpful to you. And again, if you need to reach our office, please call us at 260-481-0689, and someone will be glad to assist you.